alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Dominic Lawton can be wild. Welcome to the bad movie cult. Dominic Lawton can be wild. Welcome to the bad movie cult.
Hello and welcome to the Bad Movie Cult podcast, where each week we guide you through a film step by step, and at the end we decide if it's good enough or bad enough to be inducted into the Bad Movie Cult. And with me, as always, he's wearing some designer jeans, I think. It's Mr. Kenby Wild.
Why, thank you for noticing. Yes, they're brand new, Dom. They're brand new. High-class operation I've got them from.
Oh yeah, what make are they?
They are V6.
V6?
Me new
They look very
V6.
cool.
Me new V6s. Yeah. It's everyone's wearing them. I got them when I was over in Hong Kong.
And if that wasn't big enough of a clue as to what we're covering, then you shouldn't be listening to this podcast. To start May properly, we are, of course, coming back to our old friend Jean-Claude Van Damme and his film, directed by Choi Hark. It's the 1998 Knockoff.
Hong Kong and the world are poised for one of the most historic moments of the closing century, the return of Hong Kong to Chinese rule after a century and a half as a British colony.
On the streets of Hong Kong, a war is raging between the criminals who rule the city and the terrorists who threaten the world. One man is caught in the middle. And he'll need all the help he can get.
She's a cop? You didn't tell me she was a cop. Let's go!
So you're a spy, huh?
We work for the government! We're CIA!
That's not a battery. That's a state-of-the-art explosive device. They can target anywhere they want. And they're gonna put these bombs into clock radios, stereos, even children's toys. And once this stuff gets shipped, there's a lot of innocent people gonna be in a lot of grave danger.
We don't know what you did!
This is obviously between you two, so if you can aim at him.
Can I die low, please? You lied to me!
We send the detonation signal. Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road.
Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road. You better buy some new CDs, Harry. It's pathetic.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. Knockoff.
Simple as that, Ken.
Simple as that. There's a lot going on in there.
Certainly is. I'll tell you what else is going on, Ken.
Go on.
The Patreon.
Oh, wow. What a seamless segue.
Oh, thank you very much. The Bad Movie Cult have got themselves a Patreon now, and we've just come to the end this month on our Batman World Tour. Yes, we've covered Batman and Robin. That's dropping this month for May on Patreon. And then after that, we're starting a new round, a new collection, where we're covering... What is it, Ken? What are we covering?
We're doing fighting video game adaptations. We're doing a little collection of those.
Yeah, all centred within a 2-year period, interestingly enough.
That is interesting. And something I didn't know. Yeah, we're going for, what is it, Street Fighter. We've got Double Dragon. And we've got Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, so every month one of those will be dropping, starting off with Street Fighter to celebrate the release of the new one, which is coming out this year at some point.
Yep, certainly is. Looking good, that one.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be as good as the one we're covering. We'll find out, I guess. But anyway, thanks for listening. Back to the film.
Yes.
Oh, cheers. Crack a beer
There
on my
you go,
own
you
here.
see, we're not together, but we're still having a few beers on our own. That's what it's all about. That's what you mean to us.
Ken's cowering in a room of his house somewhere, so his wife can't find him.
Yes, they'll never find me down here.
I am alone in the studio on my own, looking at the empty chair that Ken left.
You better not have that picture of me that you were mocking up on AI.
I've got a flag of the actual the logo, and I've just put the Ken bit just draped over the chair.
Oh, that's nice. I'll send you that picture of me with that fucking parrot.
Oh yes, coming soon to Patreon.
That would be amazing, wouldn't it? That's what you all want. That would be an extra.
Yeah, it's like Scientology, where you pay like thousands of pounds to go up the levels, and when at the end, instead of you find out it's all like sci-fi bollocks, it's just a picture of you with a parrot.
Yeah, instead of enlightenment and reach a higher plane, picture of me on holiday with a parrot on my fucking shoulder.
Shirtless though, ladies. The parrot, I mean, not Ken.
No. Of course not. I was covered in feathers.
Fun fact for you, Ken.
Mm-hmm.
Choi Hark, who directed this, also directed Double Team with JCVD and Dennis Rodman.
He did, yes. Yes, indeed. I don't think you need any more credentials than that.
I don't think so, and that is on the list if you were all wondering. Of course, that one's on the list.
Yeah, we were going to go. I think it was one or the other to do this one. But yeah, we went for knockoff. Of course, he actually has got a legitimate credentials in terms of like being a producer on the Better Tomorrow films with Cherry on Fat. He's done quite a lot. He's also a producer on The Killer. So he's worked with John Woo throughout a few of these. He's done a Chinese ghost story production.
Oh yeah, what was that called?
He's done. It's very clever, Dom. Very clever indeed.
Thank you.
And yeah, so he's worked on lots and lots of different films. So he's not necessarily directed many good ones. Only joking. I actually do like some of his films, but yeah, he's worked with Hong Kong cinema royalty.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman, I said.
And some of the effects that he's learned along the way, he brings to this story of counterfeit jeans, which is an odd trajectory, but this is where he's brought us.
What do you reckon the IMDb rating is on this?
All right, yeah, I'm going to go. It's 5.2.
It's 8.9. No, it isn't. It's 4.9.
Oh, I was close.
Got a plot for you.
Oh, yes. Go on, what have we got?
This is off IMDb, but I'm not sure if this is actually Jean-Claude's profession, but here we go. A fashion designer must join forces with a CIA agent to combat terrorism.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. We don't find out half of that stuff till like 40 minutes left of the film.
That's true, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't even think he is a fashion designer, though, is he? He's just like just works for a fashion house, doesn't he?
I said he's just some idiot who sells jeans.
Yeah, exactly. He's not he doesn't design shit.
He doesn't. Oh, I tell you what, though, we've seen him in a few films, haven't we? We've done a few Van Damme films, and we do like to mention his hair. What the fuck is going on with his hair in this one? He's got Hong Kong hair.
It's one of our albums.
He looked better in Hard Target.
He did.
Because his hair in this is ridiculous. I know it's actually for when they get some stuntman to do stuff for him. So they've actually just got a Chinese bloke in, haven't they? So he's got hair that looks like a Chinese man. But it looks terrible on him.
Yeah, it's not the best look. And I think this at this point, we're talking, what did we say, 96. So this is right in the middle of him just being massively on, 98.
This one's 98, yeah.
It's right in the middle of him being like massively addicted to like coke. And I think you can tell in his performance.
I don't know. There's something going on in there.
Yeah, I've got keywords though.
Okay, yes, let's have it. Is it jeans?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry for ruining that for you.
Right, moving on.
Just the one.
So there's only one for it on IMDb. No, we have got We've got machismo,
Oh, yeah.
buddy cop crime,
Yeah, sadly so.
two-man army. Not sure about that.
Well, I've mentioned Van Damme's stunt double. We'll get to Schneider's.
Tough guy. I wanna be a
Oh,
tough
yeah.
guy. Threesome.
Pardon? That's having a drink then, Tom, you bastard. You can't suddenly shout threesome out at me. No, thank you, anyway.
And of course, decapitatus.
Oh, crikey.
And just the one tagline.
Okay, go for it. What is it? What we got?
There is no substitute.
Okay.
Except
rubbish,
for
isn't it?
the blatant use of body double.
Yes, throughout, for every single character.
Anything to say about this, Ken? Why you brought this to the fucking table? Explain yourself.
Was it me? Is this my fault? Are you blaming me for this?
Yeah, you text me one dark and stormy night and said we're covering this next because we wanted to do a Van Damme, and you came in hot with this.
Oh, I can't remember why. I've got no idea why
shit?
I've got it twice either. Yeah, one of them's a knockoff. I've only got one authentic DVD. The other one's a fucking bootlegger. But one's actually like in an old plastic hard jewel case copy of this with an HMV fucking label on it saying £19.99, which is a fucking lot, isn't it?
That is, yeah. Who's paying bloody 20
Yeah,
of
the
the
other
Queen's
one.
English for this?
I don't know. I say, especially in like just a plastic fucking jewel case. And then the one I got more recently was 5 for £1. So it's cost me 20 pence to get it nowadays. How the mighty have fallen. Yeah, so I watched it on DVD anyway. So it's good actually because I watched the special features, and we'll get to that when parts happen that were cut out.
I got a fun fact for you, Ken, before we start and to kick us off into the film proper.
Okay, go on.
Jean-Claude Van Damme was held in custody by Hong Kong police for indecent exposure.
Oh, was he boingy?
Must have been.
Was he doing a bit of that in the Hong Kong?
Yeah, as he was filming this, bloody getting his baps out, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what he does, though, isn't it? They should know. Should all be covered in the insurance.
You of all people should know.
That's what it would have been. Undoubtedly. He should have been wearing that underwear beneath his little V6 knockoff jeans. Right, let's get into this bloody film.
Right, so we open with scuba diving.
Yeah, we start with James Bond, don't we? Not really sure what this has got to do with the film, but this is where we start in, so let's go for it. Oh, also in the TriStar, wasn't it? This is a big TriStar in the opening credits. It's always nice to see that.
You wonder why they're not round anymore.
What did they have this and the fucking Leprechaun films?
The police turn up as these guys. They're scuba diving for a crate. And then the police turn up. They open the crate up underwater. And there's like a load of shit in there. There's like jeans and dolls and shit, isn't there?
Yeah, and it's 1 minute, 11 seconds, and the subtitles give us our first mention of the word knockoffs.
Mm.
And I kept count throughout this entire film of how many times people say knockoff.
Just the ones.
And we'll get to there at the end. Yeah, that was it. 1 minute, 11 seconds. I've already said it. Yeah, done. Never say it again. No, this is how many times it is spoken in the film. So I'm not sure I've included the subtitles. But so I'll update you. We'll have a guessing game at the end, and we'll see if you can guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've written the word tickler.
Oh, why?
I'm not sure why. I don't know.
Off your Amazon wish list,
It must have been a subtitle. Somebody said tickler.
Yeah, right.
I can't remember now. It was a week ago I watched this. I've forgotten everything.
Something blows up anyway in the water, and we get some really bad special effects of flames.
Yeah, it's some tech, isn't it? We've got a tech and a trigger switch, and to be honest, I think someone on IMDb said it's like they got a new camera and was just trying out all the effects they could in one film
Yeah.
to make it look cool. And there's some very, very odd angles and odd like displays of just, I don't know, I don't even know what they're trying for in some of those like effects. But this one, yeah, so it's a trigger switch and an explosion, and like, for some reason the explosions are green.
Yeah.
And not really sure what's going on. But I think they appreciated that and thought, I tell you what, let's have a speedboat chase.
We get a close-up of an inspector. He's called Inspector Han. He's leading it all from the shoreline there.
Oh, yeah, with his tickler.
Yes. Fun fact for you, Ken.
Go on, is it about a tickler?
Inspector Han was supposed to be played by Jet Li, but he turned it down at the last minute to do Lethal Weapon 4.
Oh, okay. Where he was vilified, of course, by Hong Kong for playing a bad guy.
Yeah, that would have been the first thing I'd have seen him in then.
Yeah, and me. Yeah. Hong Kong weren't happy because he was always a hero. And then as soon as he goes to Hollywood, it was the classic, they just portray all Asian guys as bad guys. And that was his first role. So they weren't very happy about it.
Yeah,
but
or butlers.
He did all right in the end, didn't he?
Yeah. Kung Fu butlers.
Yeah. Han is played by Michael Wong.
Yeah.
He's been in loads of stuff. I've got him in loads of stuff. Apparently he doesn't actually speak any Cantonese whatsoever. He was cast in all of these films.
Don't tell me he's a knockoff as well, Ken.
Yeah, it's not even Chinese. He's American Chinese. Because in the other films I've got him in, it irritates me. He goes between speaking Cantonese and then English in the same sentence. And it really winds me up that he does it. Plus it fucks up my subtitles. But yeah, apparently he wasn't able to speak Cantonese. So he was in all these films, and that'll be why he does a lot of it in English. But there you go. He's managed to get into lots of Hong Kong cinema without actually speaking the language. So well done, Michael Wong. Still, anyway, speedboat chase.
Yeah, the boat crashes on the rocks anyway. They turn over one of the dead scuba guys, and he's got a grenade under him. I think it's Inspector Han that does it.
Yeah, and off they go into the water. It's a shame.
Whoever the hell he was, what a shame. We get a caption.
Yes, Hong Kong, 1997. And I don't know if you've got this fun fact, Dom, but it was the only Western film that was allowed to be filming during the handover of Hong Kong from the British to the Chinese.
Oh, so this was actually going on at the time as well. It wasn't just for the film.
No. This was actually part of what was going on. It's got fuck all to do with the film, to be honest. They try and weave it in, but I don't know whether they were told they had to, just so they could do it. But yeah, it's got nothing to do with the film, but they do mention it quite a bit.
Yeah, there's a little bit. This is probably the most of it, to be honest, but there's a little bit later in the police headquarters, and then there's a bit right at the end, and that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. They just kind of just mention it every now and then, and that'll do you.
And fucking hell, if I knew he was in this, I'd have never watched the fucker. Rob Schneider.
Yeah, he's at a fashion shoot, aren't we? We cut now, so we know where we are. We're in Hong Kong. It's 1997. There's a fashion shoot. And it's that little gobshite, Rob Schneider. And what I like that is he usually plays quite an unlikable little fuck, doesn't he?
Usually.
So I'm quite interested. Yeah, I'm quite interested to see what kind of character is he going to play in this one, Dom. So what have you got? What are your first impressions?
Well, he's an annoying little fuck, isn't he?
He fucking is, isn't he? Yeah, straight in. He's just playing Rob Schneider again.
Yeah, it's Deuce Bigelow in Hong Kong.
Have you ever seen Norm Macdonald tell the Rob Schneider joke? And Rob Schneider was sat right next to him when he did it.
Is it the box office poison?
He was on like a... he was just... I can't remember where he was. It was on like some sort of chat show. And Adam Sandler was there, and like basically the whole gang were all sat there. And Norm told this story about he was like in a taxi, and obviously he rambled on, but he was saying, "Oh yeah," I said, like Adam Sandler's going to be there, and the taxi driver was like, "Oh wow, this is my favorite. Like I love his films." He said, "Yeah, David Spade, he's going to be there." And he says, "Oh, this is incredible." He says, "I'll get you a ticket. You can come along." And he says, you'll love it if all your favourites are there. And he says, it's been an absolute pleasure. And he says, yeah, he said, Rob Schneider, he's going to be there. And he said, actually, no, I've got something else to do. And everyone's laughing. Everyone starts laughing. Rob Schneider's fucking sat next to him. I just thought, that's brilliant. Yeah, he was just saying it would be the best night of his life and everything. And then he mentioned Rob Schneider would be there. He was like, actually, no, I can't. And I thought, that's the kind of, so, that's the kind of reaction he got from fucking everybody, Schneider.
Yeah.
It's just us at all. And and now he's out of films and doing, I don't know what he's doing anymore, but I don't know. I think people can hate him for all kinds of new reasons, which is nice.
But yes, Rob Schneider's here. He's got models around him complaining about the chemical reaction between their nylon underwear and the denim they're wearing. And Rob Schneider says, well, just don't wear underwear, because I don't. You're like, shut up, Rob.
Yeah, it's like, Anyway, then we go on to, he says, your models just look, you're supposed to look bitchy and like you haven't eaten for a week. And it's like, that's very funny, Rob Schneider. He's playing a character called Tommy anyway, so if we prefer to call him Tommy from here on in.
Yeah, I thought it was him that used to work on the docks, but apparently it's his more gentlemanly partner, Ray.
Yeah, where is Ray anyway?
Well, he's listening to Europop in his car.
It's like Jackie Chan in the fucking Rush Hour films, this is, isn't it? Driving along and singing. I think he's singing in fucking Chinese. That's what I think he's singing in.
God, I hope so. Yeah, he's walking around the warehouse. He's throwing out cigars to people. It's a knockoff warehouse full of, knockoff gear.
Yeah, and they mention the word knockoff as well, in case you were wondering.
Puma trainers with 2 M's.
Well, that's funny, isn't it? Puma sneakers.
Yep, and I think he says, someone says, I always make a quality piece of crap.
Very good. It's like what we try and say, isn't it?
Yeah, and he looks at some baby dolls from early, the ones we saw earlier that came out that crate that blew up. There's some here in this warehouse that he has a little look at. And they're not for him, though. And who says that, Ken? But Skinny Wang.
Yeah, that's what they used to call me at school.
He's an odd-looking gentleman, isn't he, Skinny Wang?
Well, Skinny is obviously, it's a very funny joke that in Hong Kong that you would call people that were fat, you would call them skinny.
Yeah.
And that was it. Or you just call them fatso. Those are pretty much the only 2 names that I think, including this guy himself, because he's getting loads of Hong Kong films. And I think most of them he's either called skinny or fatso. It looks very much just like a big old Chinese pig, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. He looks like the sort of caricatures of fat Asian men with the little glasses and whatnot.
Well, caricatures, yeah, they've got to come from somewhere, haven't they, I suppose?
Yeah, well, you couldn't call him Fat Wang. That's more of a...
Fat Wang.
Yeah, that was one of Ken's films.
Yeah, with the theme tune as well. It's brilliant.
Skinny Wang tells Ray only reason his legs weren't broken was because he bet big on Ray for today's race. Not really sure why he was going to break his legs. I don't know if I just missed it.
It's because he looked at the dolls. He's looking in crates that do not concern him.
Ah.
And he says, yeah, I've bet on you in the carnival, which is a vital plot point that we're going to get to in a second.
Yeah. Just to pre-warn everyone, especially ones who haven't seen it yet, and maybe they listen to this first, Ken, because some do. They listen to this first, then watch the film.
It's crazy, but some of them do.
Just be forewarned that there is a not a buggy. What the fuck is it?
Like a little rickshaw, isn't it?
Rickshaw, that's it. There's a rickshaw race that lasts fucking about 3 hours. So that's coming up, and that's what they're all betting on. Yeah.
As I say, vital to the plot.
Back to Sweet Robbie Schneider, and all my notes are really short because the cuts in this are so dramatic and proper cut in between everything. It's very frenetic. This whole film.
They really are.
It's very 90s action. this, the way it's cut and the action itself.
Yeah, so we get like that. Women love Ray. That's what we get. Okay, so women love Van Damme.
Everybody loves Raymond.
Yeah, he's very good. Yeah, he's the athlete, and Tommy's just a little shit that hangs about with him.
Like me and you, innit?
Yeah, that's weird though, isn't it? Because we both think of each other as the other one.
I don't think of you as Van Damme.
Very good.
Schneider's he's having a go at the mascot, the guy in the mascot outfit. Get some cheerleaders there all cheering as Ray arrives. Schneider bollocks him for being late, but he's bought some Pumas with 2 M's. He's got them ready for the big race.
Yeah, got a pair of Pumas. We get a POV of him putting a shoe on. It's like, what? The camera follows his shoe into his trainer. It's like, what the fuck is that?
Follows his shoe into his trainer.
It's his foot. Sorry, did I say shoe?
Yeah. That is insane.
It's even fucking less sense.
He doesn't even take his other shoe off.
He's got big old fucking trainers, hasn't he?
Ray doesn't know how shoes work. He just keeps adding them on. He's got about 12 pairs on.
He's got those extra shoes that a Maximizer had had. Of course, that would make sense if you were part of the Patreon. If you want to get that joke, join us.
Well done, Ken. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, Skinny Wang has a brother. His name is Eddie Wang. He's also Ray's sort of adopted brother. They're like best mates. He's playing pool. He says he's going to win.
Oh.
You think they're about to have a fight, but it's all a big joke, and they have a nice little hug together. My note here is that...
it's always nice to see, though, isn't it?
Yeah, my note here is that this reminds me of like Baz Luhrmann films, you know, like Romeo and Juliet and all that sort of stuff. It was super, like, hyper campy, big performances, weird, fast close-up cuts and stuff. I don't know if you've seen many Baz Luhrmann films yourself, Ken, but this reminds me a lot of them.
That'd be fucking stupid. What am I doing watching that shit?
You not seen Romeo and Juliet with Leo DiCaprio?
No.
Oh.
I know what happens. I don't have to see it every time they bring a new one out.
Skinny Wang, he's outside betting on them again. JCVD's dancing around the place, dressed in tight jogging bottoms. Didn't really like how he was dressed throughout this.
He's a fashion designer, Dom. He can wear what he wants.
Eddie, he's going to be the one running with the rickshaw, and he's got a little dwarf in the back of his rickshaw.
Yep, as is Van Damme, because he's got Rob Schneider in the back of his.
And there we go. Race starts. Thoughts on this race, Ken?
Meaningless.
Goes on a while.
That's my one word. If you want another word, lengthy.
Yeah. That's our 2 nicknames, wasn't it? When we were a stand-up duo.
And the audience can tell which is which.
Yes. And also, quite frequently, a review for these episodes on this podcast. Not only is there blatant body doubles in this, but they do a body double just as part of the plot as well. Because Eddie Wang gets a body double.
Yes, they do. There's like a van comes out, doesn't it, to intercept. What we're doing is Ray's winning. So Ray and Tommy are winning this race. Eddie's not very happy, so he's going to be cheating. And they send out a van to intercept. He's going to like get somebody else to pretend to be him. I'm not really sure what the point of that is, because the other guy would still have to win for Eddie to like turn up again later. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I think the idea is that he will slip off down a side alley or something, and then Eddie will appear right near the finish line.
Yeah, but I don't know. See, it seems meaningless to me, but who cares? None of this makes any fucking sense, and it's got no bearing on the actual plot. But at one point, there's a van as it like they come across this really quite busy fucking crossroads, and as a vehicle goes past, and Van Damme sort of like leaps up and runs across the van as it passes, doesn't he? So he's kind of like running on the side of the vehicle. Otherwise, obviously, his legs would have been snatched off him.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I thought was a particularly Hong Kong style stunt.
It was indeed. Breaking all the laws of physics.
Yeah, but who cares?
Also, as he's going along, his Pumas with 2 M's, they're like breaking apart, aren't they? Bloody knockoffs.
Yeah, we get close-ups of that as well in slow motion in case we needed it. I don't know why we do, but we do.
Yeah, I don't know why we do. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's like almost like an action shot of just these shoes slowly falling apart. Well, actually, they don't slowly fall apart; they explode apart.
Yeah, every time we see them, but he's still wearing them, so who cares? There's a bit where they go down the stairs in the rickshaw, and that the fucking dummy that they've tied into that rickshaw that made me fucking laugh out loud.
Yeah, it's a bad one.
It's clearly not a real person. It's brilliant, just bouncing around like fuck.
Yeah, they have one.
Really made me laugh.
They have one for the dwarf as well that looks fucking hilarious. It's just bobbling about in there.
Yeah, fantastic work.
Yeah. Oh, I've written it actually. My note: blatant dummy dwarf in the back of Eddie's rickshaw as they come down the stairs.
Yeah, very, very enjoyable. Much more enjoyable than when Tommy grabs an eel and starts to spank Ray's buttocks with it.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, well, you would say that, wouldn't you? If suddenly some little short ass was smacking your backside with a bloody eel.
Starts neighing or whatever like a horse. Van Damme does.
Yeah, it's very poor indeed.
I wasn't a big fan of you, Ken, when we got to this point of the film.
I've only ever seen this once before. I hadn't seen this for fucking 20 odd years, nearly 30 years. I mean, I thought, well, maybe it's good. And up till now, I know I hated me as well.
I was like, what the fuck am I watching here? Some sort of fish eel porn that Ken's got me watching.
Yeah, with Van Damme.
His soul's come off his trainers anyway. And then a van pulls up, because it looks like Eddie's going to, well, fake Eddie, because they've done the switcheroo by this point. A van turns up, someone comes in, opens the door, grabs Eddie, or fake Eddie, puts him in the van, drives off. Something's not right, says fake Eddie, as he's shot in the face.
Quite right, too. Of course, Ray sees all this and still doesn't know that it's not really Eddie. And he hooks his rickshaw onto the wing mirror of this van. And they get dragged alongside it. And what I've written there is, and all the stuntmen are killed as they all smash through the side of a shop.
Very dangerous.
It really does look like people were hurt in that scene. Yeah. Sadly, we don't get any end credits Jackie Chan style where everyone is like unconscious or anything. But yeah, it really did look like several people must have been hospitalised at this point.
Something similar, like later on when they're all fighting on the van that's moving, like some of those bumps they're taking off that fucking.
Yeah.
But yeah, they go flying through a shop window. Rob Schneider gets out just in time. Tommy, he gets out just in time. And we get assassins jump out. There's a bald assassin jumps out, start trying to shoot Ray in this shop.
Yes, we do. It's quite a good fight, actually.
Yeah, not bad at all. We get a girl. She turns up. She starts shooting the place up.
Yeah, we get. I like the slow mo, isn't there? As a prisoner gets shot. It turns out that she is a police officer. And I tell you what, Dom. I don't know, but I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask any listeners out there in Hong Kong, because we do have some. Do you really have so much soup in your shops? Because you've just got row and row of soups all over the place in this shop. It's not that big a shop, so it looks like it primarily is stocked with soup.
Soup shop.
Loads of tins. No. I just wondered whether that was normal or whether it was just for the film. I mean, it does come in because Rob Schneider does throw some soup as well, but it just seems an inordinate amount of soup for me, for any shop.
Yeah, the girl, she ends up shooting one of the assassins, doesn't she? And then is it Robbie Schneider throws a soup can at her?
Yeah, because he doesn't know that she was helping. Classic Schneider.
Yeah. That's when they find out she was A police officer, don't they? That's when they find that out.
Hong Kong police. Yeah.
She's called Ling Ho.
Yep. And then the rest of the cops all arrive.
Checks on fake Eddie, Raymond, but he's dead.
Yeah, and it's not Eddie, so nobody really gives a fuck.
No.
So everything's okay.
Some of the other assassins escape. We'll see more of them later. And Ray and Tommy are arrested and taken downtown.
Oh, yeah, by the Kowloon cops.
Yeah, it looks like the police HQ's like a cafeteria.
Well, again, let's ask our listeners, is that what they do? Do they also sell, perhaps, soup at the police station? We just don't know.
What do you think to this police chief compared to ours?
Nah, he's trying, isn't he? He is having a go. Is this what's his name? The police chief?
Eddie Carruthers or something. He's British, isn't he?
He is actually. Yes, this is whilst we were handing over, of course. Hang on a minute. I was just looking for the name of him, and I found out there's actually a character called Tickler. So yeah, there is. So that must have been why I wrote it, because they must have said his name. But I don't think his name's ever mentioned again.
Colonel Carrington.
Is that his real? Is that his character name?
What's his character name? His real name's
That's
not going to be
brilliant.
Colonel Carrington, is it?
No, perhaps not, Dom. You're right.
There's someone in this called Papa Wang as well. I don't remember seeing Papa Wang,
Must
do
be
you?
Skinny's dad. No, not in this film, no. In one of mine, I did.
Moving on. He's not happy that these two are in his cafeteria.
No, eating all the soup.
Yeah,
Leave some for the rest of us, fellas?
Gets questioned about the man that they killed. It turns out that the guy that they killed, the assassin, was ex-KGB agent. Officer Ling, who got knocked out with soup.
It happens.
She turns up asking why would he attack them. And Tommy says maybe he wasn't that intelligent, because he says that he worked in Russian intelligence. So, very good. Schneider, well
It's
done.
very clever, isn't it?
Both say they're legit businessmen who pay taxes. And Carrington says Ray first entered Hong Kong illegally. And as all this interview's going on, Detective Han is watching on a monitor. They get a weird shot where we go through like the cable, through the TV. That's a very crazy shot that they do there.
That fucking is, isn't it? Absolutely unnecessary. All they need to do is then just cut to him in front of a screen watching this. We know that that's happening. It's not like he's actually in the fucking wire.
Yeah, it's not something like the Matrix,
that
that
would
is.
be insane. Yeah, it's just pointless, isn't it?
Yeah. Both say they don't know who Eddie Wang is. There's an officer with Detective Han, lets him know that they're lying as they're monitoring their stress levels.
Yeah, not sure how, but they must be.
Ling tells them that they are released, but they're not allowed to leave the area, stay in Hong Kong.
Yeah, and they said we live here.
And this is where Carrington says once they take down the Union Jack, he doesn't care what happens to him. So again, another little mention.
Yeah, see, it's happening.
Another little mention of the real life independence of Hong Kong happening. As they leave, Ray throws his Pumas in the bin. And that's when they bump into Karen Lee, who's the international I don't know if she's head of international sales, but something to do with sales for V6.
I know, Dom.
Oh, go on.
I was paying attention. She is the executive vice president of international sales of the V6 Jeans Company.
Wow.
She comes in with like a card, like she's the fucking FBI, and all she does is sell jeans. And you think, oh no, shit, we better answer her questions. And it's just like, who fucking cares? Who gives a fuck if that's her job? Well done, love.
Well,
but they don't actually have to answer any fucking questions.
Well, she's their boss, isn't she? Because they work for V6 Jeans, apparently.
Apparently, yeah. We've still not actually been told that at this point, but yeah, apparently so.
She throws a pair of jeans at Tommy, says, what are they? He looks at them, he says, V6 606 size 8s. And Jean-Claude says, looks like your size, to her. And she's like, I'm a 6, thank you. Oh, bloody Jean-Claude, he's doing the boingy, isn't he?
Yes, he's okie dokie.
A little joke here, because a masseuse turns up for Tommy. Tells her to cancel it for the rest of the month.
Oh dear, that little pervert.
A little comedy pratfall from Tommy because she tells him to pull the jeans, like grab a leg each. But Jean-Claude lets go and Tommy goes flying. She says, I mean, pull them together. They pull them. They don't rip. They're good quality, these 606s, Ken.
Well, that is good to know, isn't it?
Yeah. She throws him another pair. She's like, try these ones. And they try them, rips instantly. She says, how'd
Pulling
you...
them apart like a Hulk Hogan t-shirt, this was.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Why would you do that to jeans anyway? Why would they need to be that, like, stress tested?
That's how I test them before I put them on. So I know if I can, when I'm wearing them, if I can do my martial arts.
Oh, you have special kicks?
Yeah. I have the Chuck Norris karate jeans. You know, I'm ready. I'll bring the action in my jeans.
She says, how do you explain that they've ripped like that? And Tommy says, well, I have been working out.
She says, shut up, you little shit.
That's when Ray says, they're knockoffs. Looks at the camera.
Yeah, we get a fucking knockoffs overload. Honestly, they say it. It's rapid fire with the knockoffs.
Yeah.
And just remember that competition, Dom. Remember.
What competition?
The fucking hell. How many times it gets said?
Tommy's shocked that there's knockoff artists in Hong Kong. Little comedy bit for you there again, Ken.
Yeah. Really enjoyed it.
You like Rob Schneider in this. You like him in a lot of his films, do you?
Some of the early ones, I didn't really care. I didn't really mind him, you know.
Yeah, Demolition Man.
Oh no, he's shitting. He's got no place in these films. He doesn't need to be in fucking action films. Let him do his little comedy bullshit that Adam Sandler passes over and just says, "Oh, you can fucking have these scraps."
Oh,
Schneider.
When he's just got that one line in Sandler's films.
Yeah, and then there's stuff that Sandler doesn't want to do. He says, "Who wants this one?" And then they'll all fight over it like fucking like dogs with meat.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I didn't mind him in any of that because, you know, do whatever you fucking want, but get out of action films, please. Just get the fuck out of them.
Karen tells them that half of the entire shipment to the United States were counterfeit. V6 Jeans is out $4.2 million due to this. And Tommy says that you've done the math wrong because you haven't converted from the Hong Kong dollar. So it's actually more like $5.4 million.
Oh.
Ray wheels him out the room, just shaking his head. Oh, God. He speaks to the receptionist, asks them to get the last shipment returned from the airport. Karen follows them out. She's not happy, thinks they've been spending their time in Hong Kong getting drunk, chasing ass and getting massages, which is what we'd do if we ever went Hong Kong, I suppose.
Damn right.
Massage industry going through a tough time right now. Tommy's just trying to help out the local college girls, is what he says. He's got a line for everything.
It's all funny, isn't it? You know, like when she stands up, she appears to be like 6'8" tall. And like they seem to be really small, don't they? It's like a Dark Place fucking moment where they're just looking up to her as she's speaking down at them. And then she says, "Look, this is my jurisdiction." And it's like, you just fucking sell jeans. They don't have jurisdictions. It's fucking ridiculous what she keeps saying. Still, they go with it and they say, "Okay, yeah, we'll be there. We'll meet you later on and do whatever it is that you want to do. Raid a fucking factory or something." Yeah, again, on her jurisdiction. Ridiculous.
Karen says she'll find out tonight if these two started it or they're just dupes once the police raid the factory the knockoffs came from. She says there's some local named Eddie Wang who signed the lease on the place, and that she'll pick them up at 6:30 tonight as they need to be there to identify the product.
Yes, and they need to be there because only they know what these jeans look like.
Yes, exactly. Even though she actually had a pair and could easily say, these are them here. They've got to be with her.
And she's the executive vice president of international sales of these exact jeans. She hasn't got a fucking clue what they look like. So thank goodness Ray and Tommy are there.
Tommy argues Ray needs sleep and rest after the fight earlier, and she tells him that if they're involved in this, Ray will get plenty of rest. In prison. And so will you, you little fuck, is what she says.
Yeah, there'll be no rest for you. You'll be raped fucking raw.
Be passed around in there like currency, Tommy.
Yes, you little shit ass.
Says that if they don't turn up, she will assume they have fled and will take action against them. Ray says that he likes her when she's mean. Anyway, cut to a naked man face down in the bath.
That's more like it.
See why Ken wanted us to cover this one. It's the Russian bad guys. They're in bathrobes and towels. They're in the local baths. They're torturing
the
someone.
local spa and gymnasium.
They're torturing someone, but we find out he's dead already. Although he does actually move during the take, and they just left that one in. No, it doesn't matter. One of the assassins we found out is called Volkov, who's sort of the main Russian assassin in this. Well, no, he's not. He's just the one he was the one that from the shop, sorry. And he's bought in, and the Russian assassins say they're tired of his screw-ups. And Kenby Wilde's there. Did you see yourself?
Me?
Yeah. You're looking a bit ill.
Yes. Yeah, I had a bad cough at the time.
He's got these...
I was a professional. We worked through it.
Yeah, he's got these little curved blades. I think he must have got them from Seagal, from Glimmerman.
I got them from Wish.com.
Oh,
True story. They came in the post. It just said gardening tools.
Yeah, they were to scale. You thought they'd have been bigger, but no. He's got these two little curved blades, and he stabs Volkov to death. Ken does. He's not happy with his answer of "I'll try harder next time," whatever the fuck he says.
No, I'm not very well. You see, I was in a bad mood. I wasn't very well, and that sort of shit. I'm not having it.
Skinny Wang, he turns up. He's got tits. They're not skinny.
No. Not much skinny about him, except his wang.
He comes in and tells them their passports to get out of Hong Kong are ready, but the V6 boys are heading to the factory.
Uh-oh.
The V6 boys.
It's the fucking Hong Kong and Russian mafia. It's like, but look out, here come a couple of fucking gene makers. Idiots.
One's a little fuck, the other one's just insane off his head on drugs.
The other one seems to be camp and pretending to be Chinese.
They're heading to the factory, so the Russians need to get over there before they do. Speaking of the V6 boys, they're sitting down having tea. Ray rips Tommy's $1,000 Hawaiian shirt he loaned to him to wear, because obviously Ray's covered in water or whatever the fuck's going on. So he got changed into Tommy's outfit. They're all knockoffs, though, Ken. It's not a $1,000 shirt. It's just a knockoff version, you understand?
Oh, I see, yes. Maybe. Another mention of knockoffs. He tears it just by being muscular, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Which was done much better in Twins.
Yeah, he spills his tea on Tommy, who he kicks off. He goes, got to go to the toilet to clean up. Two suits come in to Tommy to tell him the chief is upset with him. I've put Carl Weathers, ? Better hope not.
Yeah, this is in the bathroom now, isn't it? They followed him into the bathroom to make him read a newspaper.
Imagine if Carl Weathers was upset with Rob Schneider, what would happen?
Oh, he wouldn't stand a chance, would he?
Ray heads in because it's been 3 minutes, so there must be something going on. So Ray heads into the toilet.
Schneider never shits for longer than 3 minutes, Dom.
Yeah, that's what he says as he walks in. But he's gone.
Yeah, we know this. It's like a Hollywood legend.
He climbs out the window, Ray, because he doesn't think, maybe he's gone out and gone somewhere else. Maybe he didn't even go to the toilet. Maybe he left.
Did you see the toilets in the cubicles?
No.
When he goes in, just holes in the floor.
Oh, yeah. Standard, though, isn't it?
Shocking business.
Is that why you don't go to China or Hong Kong?
Yeah. It's too far, isn't it?
Yeah. You have to shit in a hole and you don't like the food.
It's ridiculous that I'd go to China. Yeah. And, I've got toilets closer to me than there. It'd be insane, wouldn't it? If every time I needed a shit, I went to Hong Kong.
I think you could get chicken and chips there.
Wouldn't make sense, though. Of course you could. It's on the fucking menu. I've seen it.
Chicken chips and peas.
Chicken chips and peas. Chicken chips and peas, please. Off the English menu. Be ready for collection in 15 minutes.
Do you have takeaways over there at Casa de Wild?
No.
Oh.
Not allowed. Not allowed to spend any money. I get a single slice of bread pushed under the door for me to enjoy.
Like the fucking Blues Brothers. Elwood over here.
Yeah, that's all I get.
But yeah, he thinks, you know what? He must have climbed out the window. So he does. Ray goes out there, climbs out, and sure enough, there's a guy in a suit out there saying, "Stay out of it. Get your ass back in there, or you're in big trouble."
Yeah, that's not what you expect, is it? Outside the toilet window, but it happens.
And we have a fight.
Yeah, because he's not having that. He's not being told to mind his own business by a man outside the toilet window.
So he beats him up. Then he goes up to the roof and he overhears Tommy chatting to another suit, saying that he can't risk tipping off Ray. And someone says, "You've had years of training. You can't handle a street punk like Marcus Ray." His name's Marcus.
Yes, his full name.
Schneider explains to the suit that Eddie Wang was running a local knockoff factory, made enemies, and somehow Tommy got caught in the middle. And JCVD attacks. He's heard enough. He's been betrayed. "You betray me!" It's like fucking Tommy Wiseau at this point.
Tommy Wiseau, yeah, talking everything he knows in this one.
"I'm fed up with this world."
Yeah, he does. He said he was being used.
"Everybody betray me."
Oh, Tommy. A great story. What the fuck's he doing turning up?
What is Paul Sorvino? What is he doing in this film? Good God.
What's he doing hanging about on rooftops
in Hong Kong?
Waiting for people to fall out.
Supposed to be in a fucking Italian mobster film, Paul.
Yeah, he's supposed to be there just making some delicious meatloaf or whatever it is. What, meatballs and pasta and doing that sort of shit.
Some delicious meatloaf, being the Italian that he
about
is.
On fucking roofs. I meant meatballs. That's a spicy meatloaf.
The key to the meatloaf in prison is you gotta cut the garlic real fine.
Yeah, so there you go. That's an insight there into my time in the mafia.
Ken proved he was Italian by cooking delicious meatloaf.
I got the menu wrong and was fucking murdered. Didn't last long.
Meatloaf and spaghetti. Spaghetti and meatloaf. Fucking hell. Yes, Paul Sorvino. For some reason, he's in this film. He plays Rob Schneider's, I was going to say dad, Rob Schneider's boss, Harry.
Yeah, Harry Johansson.
Ray, he's like dangling Schneider and this other guy off the roof, isn't he? Because he sort of like rushed them and pushed them towards the edge. And Paul Sorvino basically tells him to like let them up. So he brings them to safety. Harry tells Ray no hard feelings. Tommy needed a cover, and even though Ray was a little dirty shit arse, they thought they could use him.
It's because he keeps having to stand and deliver in these toilets.
Stand and deliver. "You lied to me," says Ray. And Tommy says, "Hey, this is a need-to-know basis, and you didn't need to know." Like, he tells us that Ray's the king of knockoffs, and Tommy'd been carrying him for years.
He does. He says, "You were just supposed to make me legit." So he shouts at him like that. He's very, very angry about that. It's emotional.
How was he supposed to make him legit?
Apparently, 4 years he's fucking worked with him. What fucking lunatic in the CIA has signed somebody off to go and work for 4 years in the jeans industry in Hong Kong? For what fucking reason has he got to be assigned there for 4 years selling jeans that are a bit shit?
Yeah.
Fucking, no wonder no one trusts the CIA. They're fucking insane.
Well, they haven't sent their fucking top man, have they? Obviously, look at this fucking idiot.
You're not going to send bloody Jettison Cocoon out there, are you, to investigate jeans that are easy to rip?
Exactly. He couldn't get his
not where the fucking big.
He couldn't get his wooden boy through customs.
You know Sorvino's character, Harry Johansson.
Yeah.
I looked it up because I was sure there's a film with Harry Johansson in it. And he's the fucking guy that gives us that brilliant end speech in the film Riot, starring Gary Daniels.
Oh, really?
That's the news reporter.
Yes.
Yeah, he's called Harry Johansson.
You know what? When you said his name, Harry Johansson, I did think.
That's the same name.
So yeah, he storms off. He's on a need-to-know basis. You didn't need to know. Yeah, it just seems absolutely pointless. This, what the fuck's he like? Why did it take him 4 years to get to where he is now? He's working for a jeans company, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, which apparently he was anyway, as soon as he got there.
Why didn't he have a job inside the factory? That would have been better, wouldn't it?
Well, let's find out, because now we're going to go into the van with Karen and Inspector Han. So let's find out now that we've got the officials back on the scene.
Yeah. I haven't got that next. I've got that Ray is wandering around Hong Kong looking at planes.
Oh, yeah, I skipped all that because who cares?
I quite liked it. It reminded me of
pointless, isn't it?
Team America when he's sad and he looks at the monuments.
Okay, fair enough then.
But yes, Tommy and Ray picked up in the van later in the night by Karen and Detective Han. Rob Schneider, he does a Sean Connery impression when asked if he likes 007. This is a very weird conversation that they're all having in the van.
It's got to be just so he can do an impression of Sean Connery. There's no...
But it's shit, though.
It's not even part of the conversation. It really is shit, yeah.
You would not know who that was unless he'd mentioned before about 007.
Yeah, it just suddenly start a conversation. Do you like James Bond films? It's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he says, only with Sean Connery, Moneypenny. It's like, what? It's like, shut up.
And yes, we find out that the detective talks about apple babies. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, apparently that's what those dolls were. I think so. Yeah, it must be what those dolls were.
Karen loves them apparently, and this doesn't come up at any point later in the film. But apparently she loves baby dolls, and Detective Han gives her one.
And why not?
But it's a fake
doll.
And Ray says, "Seems like they're everywhere."
That was good.
Later, Karen tells Ray his own. Ray tells Karen his backstory about he's got dead parents, dead end jobs, until he met Tommy and just changed his life around. She says, "Well, after tonight, Tommy will most likely be arrested."
Yes, and raped.
That's when Ray sits down opposite Kenby Wild. They're sort of opposite the warehouse, aren't they? In like a restaurant.
Yeah.
And you've gone up to...
they're on a...
like a balcony,
they're going on like a sting operation.
Yeah. Fucking just two jeans dickheads on a sting operation.
Yeah, get me my best jeans salesman. This has got to go well tonight.
Yeah. Get me my worst jeans salesman.
We can't afford to fail tonight.
They've cost me millions. Get the worst two jean salesmen in Hong Kong. I need them for this sting operation.
God damn it, you're the worst jean salesman we've got.
And yeah, they go on to like this. It's like a balcony, isn't it, at the top of the restaurant there, and Ken's already sitting there fucking coughing his dick off.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just not very well.
That's when all of a sudden Mom's Pizza turns up.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it, in Hong Kong?
Yeah, a pizza delivery place in Hong Kong.
Yeah, set up by my mum, by the sound of it.
Yeah, make sure you try the delicious Italian authentic meatloaf pizza. Just like Mama used to make.
Nothing wrong with meatloaf. It could happen, Dom.
The secret ingredient in my mama's pizza is meatloaf.
That's some spicy meatloaf. Oh, yeah.
The delivery driver, it's Ken with a fake moustache on and a fucking chef's hat, like the one from Lady and the Tramp. He serenades them in the alleyway. He rings the intercom on the factory, and then all of a sudden the fucking door explodes. They could have just answered it, but no. The door explodes, and a truck drives out the place at speed. There's explosions, there's fireworks for some reason. I think like Mom's Pizza was like that's part of the sting, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. They said every night at whatever time they get this pizza delivered, so this time it's us. And yeah, they were waiting for them. As that truck drives away, it takes out that entire bar and restaurant that JCVD was sat at.
Yeah.
Fucking demolishes the whole thing.
Takes like the support beams out from the balcony, so the balcony's on top of the fucking van as it drives off with JCVD still on it.
Yeah, very good. It's an enjoyable stunt. I liked it.
Yeah, Detective Han, he manages to attach himself to the van and he's dragged along because he's there, don't forget. The back door's open and guys with guns inside start shooting. There's a cop car that flips and blows up.
Yep, like that one.
Guys climb up to the roof to fight JCVD. JCVD shoots a guy in the face who pokes his head up. He goes backflipping off the van just onto the road, which looked just like, how do you even fake that as a stunt? You can't.
Yeah, that's a serious injury right there.
The detective, he gets into the van, starts attacks one of the guys in there. You get a little bit of a show off of his martial arts skills. Ray kicks the guy off the roof of the van, flies into bamboo and impales himself. It's pretty good.
Yep, nice. Yep, also good.
That's when the rest of the balcony that's on top, the wind catches it and flies off the roof of the van, takes Ray with it. And the detective, as it turns out, and the van escapes.
Yeah, they're both off there, aren't they?
Yeah. But the cargo from the back of the van empties out all over the road. Loads of tiny little, sort of look like little batteries you have in your watch, don't they?
Yes, but they are tiny bombs.
What?
Exactly. What's that all about? Tiny little fucking bombs?
Well, Ray, there's a tracking device on the road and Ray picks it up, but Han snatches it off him, says it's not a toy, don't play with it. You've been told that before, haven't you, Ken?
Yeah, many times.
Tommy, he turns up and accepts an apology Ray didn't give. Stuck to the bottom of one of his trainers, Ray finds one of those little, what he thinks is a battery. And that's when we get some stock footage of the big Buddha statue.
Yeah, very nice.
And a green screen of Jean-Claude and Schneider outside of it straight afterwards. It's like watching fucking Birdemic, that bit.
It's quite poor, isn't it?
It's very poor, yeah. They go inside it. You're not going to believe this, Ken, but this holy place in China is actually CIA HQ. This Buddhist temple is actually...
Of course it is, and Harry Johansson's in there.
It is, yeah. Ray says he wants a trade.
Making Mama's meatloaf.
Yeah, just the way you like it. Ray, he wants a trade Eddie Wang in exchange for getting him out of Hong Kong. And he shows Harry what he had in his shoe. It was another shoe. You can keep that. I have many of them.
That's how he does it. A fashion designer. He's got loads of shoes.
Tommy and Harry, they have a chat alone in his office. And Harry tells Tommy that what Ray had looks like a tiny battery, but it's actually a state-of-the-art explosive equal to half a stick of dynamite. Just this little tiny fuck here.
It's not actually that small compared to half a stick of dynamite, though, is it? If we're talking the dynamite from the old prospector days, I mean, half a stick of dynamite's just a bit bigger than that.
I like Tommy's line next. He says, once they've achieved that level of miniaturization, Harry, they can target anything they want. And Harry says, they're already there. It's activated by transmitter, and they're putting them in electronics, kitchen appliances, even children's toys. Once this stuff gets shipped, there'll be a lot of innocent people in grave danger.
Yeah, they call it Operation Green Flame.
Wow.
Which fits because, like, every time we see the explosion, we get this shitty green effect. So that matches. When he's telling us what they could be placed in, he gives us examples of clock radios, stereos, microwaves, cell phones, and even children's toys. And on the screen, he's got to show us examples of those things. When that happens, there's a little graphic of a cheering bad guy.
Yeah, so I've put up. Who made that cartoon? Why would you need that example?
His little plan has come to fruition. Yay!
Someone in the CIA was paid to make that for some reason.
He's been working on it for 4 years, he has.
His presentation is literally just that.
Fucking idiots.
Harry tells Tommy, you need to bring Eddie in.
Yeah, which they keep saying. They've said this like all the way through the fucking film. We know.
Though after that absolute bollocks that we've just watched, we do actually get a pretty decent scene now because Tommy and Ray, they go back to their apartment, and when they do, there's a kid there. He gives Ray a fruit with a message asking them to meet. And then we get the fruit market scene, which is one of the better scenes, actually, to be fair.
Yeah, I like this one.
So they go and see Eddie because that's who the message is from. And they confront Eddie straight away about the jeans. And Eddie pulls a gun on them. And he says it's nothing to do with me. It's Skinny Wang. He's the counterfeiter. So they made modifications.
Damn it.
And Eddie ships them. But once he found out they had bombs in the merchandise, he tried to have it dumped in the ocean before the Russians found them, which is what we saw at the beginning.
That ties in with what we saw at the beginning. It all makes sense.
They end up telling Eddie that Tommy is CIA. And Ray says that I've made a deal. Him and Eddie are going to be able to get away if he helps them. So Eddie goes to his safe to give them proof, and as he opens it, it explodes, killing him, shoots him through a wall, and then blows up on the other side.
He blasts him straight out of a window, and when he hits the wall out there, he just explodes, doesn't he? I liked it. I like that. And that leads us into the best bit of the film.
Yes, indeed. Tommy and Marcus, they have to fight their way out the building because Eddie's men all believe that they are the ones who killed Eddie. Fighting amongst the breadfruit, I've written.
And a classic trope of all these old Hong Kong films and that is they've all got blades instead of guns. So they've got like machetes and knives and just all kinds of stabbing weapons.
Yeah.
And it's great. And they fucking will not stop coming at them, which is fantastic to see.
Yeah, you didn't realise Eddie's got about 600 men working in this fruit stand.
It's a good rising industry, the fruit store, you see. So that and soup, those are your two main things.
Yeah.
And of course, jeans.
Yeah, there's a nice use of a wooden trolley to get Tommy out of there. Great footwork from Jean-Claude to climb into the rafters and escape along the beams. I quite liked that. Very, very good.
Yeah, and then instantly replaced by some Chinese man who does it a little bit better than he does.
Yeah, on the wide shot, yeah.
Clearly not Van Damme in a lot of these. Yeah, brilliant stuff.
Nice use of a chain in the fight scene against using it as like a shield and a weapon. I liked that.
Yes, yeah, it does. He wraps his arm in it, doesn't he, to block the machete blows, which is good thinking.
Yeah, I liked that scene. I like the use of the moped. Yes, he uses a moped as a weapon.
Of course. If you've got one, use it.
While he's doing that, Tommy split up from him because he's trying to get the security footage. Can't work the VCR.
Yeah, to find out who went in there, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, tries to find out who went in there before him, so who could have planted that bomb.
Yep, he ends up stealing the whole VCR on the way out because he doesn't know how to eject a tape from it, or it's stuck in there. And they escape. But it's a really good scene, that.
Yeah, I really liked it. I like it in when there's like gang attacks, because that sort of thing is what the Hong Kong films do very, very well.
Yeah, all those old Jackie Chan films.
Yeah, you've got to use what's around you to like fend people off, and you have to keep moving, otherwise you're in trouble. And yeah, it lends itself very well. I mean, you can tell neither of them are fucking Van Damme or Schneider, but fuck it. It's done well enough.
Kind of got me in the mood to watch an old Jackie Chan film now.
Oh, man, I've been watching all kinds of different like fighting films from different places, and they're just brilliant. Some of the like the new Hong Kong stuff that's coming out, and like the Indonesian stuff and everything like that. There's brilliant stuff, really, really good, enjoyable films, and really well made. They're far better than any of the Hollywood stuff that we used to see. And it just looks a lot more brutal. It's a lot more fluid, and they actually sometimes will leave the camera still so you can just watch it all happen, which is great fun.
Yeah, I can't remember what's the Tony Jaa one where he's like fighting up the stairs, like one continuous shot. I can't remember what the fuck that was called now.
King? Warrior King.
Warrior King, that's the one, yeah.
Yeah, and the first one in Ong Bak, he's Who Stole My Buddha, and in Warrior King, it's Who Stole My Elephant. But
hey, guess what, Ken?
What's that then?
I saw that in the cinema.
Fucking hell.
I saw Ong Bak in the cinema with my brother.
Oh, nice one. I didn't. I hadn't seen any of his films in there.
I'd never even heard of it, and it was my brother that said, come on, we're going to go to... We, not even the local one, because it wasn't on in our local one. We had to go further afield to watch Ong Bak, the only cinema playing it near us. Showing it once. One showing.
Oh, brilliant.
Last showing of the night. We went and watched it. And it blew my fucking balls off, Ken.
Good. Yeah. Well, okay. Let me get back to this, right? Because once he gets the VCR and they're both trying to escape, they join back of forces. And Ray, he kicks this wall because you have to try and get out. They're blocked in. So he kicks this wall. And then we cut to them both falling out of a window. I'm not sure what happened in that bit, that editing scene, but he kicks through a wall, fall through a window.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, and then we get somebody say that white guy killed Eddie, and that's who we all believe did it. Then, so that'll be why all of this is happening.
When they land outside as well, the video cassette ejects from the VCR.
Oh, classic.
And Tommy says that I'm going to go find a place to collapse, and says, "Well, I'll meet you at the office." And Ray goes to meet Skinny Wang in like an underground. This is quite good as well, to be fair. This bit. Meets him in an underground car park.
This is where Skinny lets out the news that Eddie was executed.
Yes, he says.
Doesn't he?
Yeah, he says, "What was Eddie hiding from?" He says, "Who knows? You were with him when he was executed." And then the response from Ray, "Executed? Executed!" And like zooms in on his eyes. And then it zooms in on Skinny Wang's eyes.
Skinny. Yeah, that's when Skinny knows he's just blown it.
And then we get another fight. Not too bad, this.
Yeah, I liked it as well. I like this. It's got in the car, runs a few people fucking over, doesn't he?
Yeah, there's one that looks like he's actually killed someone. First, we get the slow-mo of Skinny Wang running, which no one asked for.
That's true. I've not seen slow motion fat fuck running like that since The Incredible Melting Man.
And Ray ends up kidnapping Skinny Wang, puts him in the back of the car, and for some reason he forgets that he's in a car. Everyone else is on foot because they all start running at the car, and he ends up driving away from them. Ah! Then he does remember, turns the car around, and just fucking crashes through all and kills at least 3 stuntmen.
Yeah, and then himself, because he drives through a window onto this fucking like steel shipping container, bounces off that half on, half off into some water that's on this container. I mean, that car is written off surely, and everybody inside it is dead.
Oh, from that first impact, they're all dead. And also, like, when it rolls off the top of the container, it is within a fucking foot of landing and killing a stuntman who's running away from it.
Yeah, it's fucking nightmarish, isn't it? However, it's the car still works and everyone's okay. So thank goodness for that. Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. Really fucking is. I loved it.
Especially because it hits like the front of the car, so it's the engine would be absolutely fucked at that point. And then it flips onto its roof, and that just gets collapsed, doesn't it? So you'd be fucking dead from that.
Yes, everyone's dead. But for the purposes of the film, everyone's fine.
Karen, meanwhile, she's helping Tommy with his wounds. He has a wound there at the back. The way he does like his wound care is insane. Like, he puts the bandages roughly where they would be and sits into them. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah. He's fucking idiot, isn't he?
Yeah. But Karen turns up. She's going to help him with his wounds and occasionally flash her cleavage at him.
Yeah, she's got a tiny vest on, and that's all you need in a nurse.
Well, she has got a very sexual way of helping a man with his shirt on. Usually you just stand behind them and let them put their arms through. But she just presses her tits up against you and helps you that way, like from the front.
That's how I insist they do it when I go and get a fitted shirt.
Meanwhile, at Buddha HQ, the security footage reveals that Karen was in the warehouse just before Ray and Tommy turned up.
Shit.
Harry tells him that Tommy is in danger and for Ray to go help him, not one of his agents. You know, Ray, you're like the jeans man. This could be very dangerous. I don't want to send a CIA agent.
You've been selling jeans. You better take this one.
It's Harry, meanwhile, he's going to interrogate Skinny Wang while he's gone, get some more out of him. But as soon as he leaves the Buddha explodes with a great close-up of Jean-Claude's face as he jumps out the way of the fire. Fucking terrible CGI.
Yeah, it's awful, isn't it? The whole explosion's awful. It's like green CGI explosion, the Buddha's CGI. You've got fucking Van Damme on a green screen pretending he's there.
Someone's flashing a light at him.
Yeah, thank goodness he was a little bit downhill from there, so he's okay. But,
from a massive
200-foot
exploding Buddha.
Yeah, could have been worse.
To represent the bomb blowing up, they just shine a light in his face and then he screams and jumps just down a bit and he's fine.
Yeah, meanwhile, how's Tommy getting on?
Yes, I'm glad you've asked, Ken, at the office. Karen, she's handcuffs Tommy, who thinks it's a sex thing.
Yeah, obviously, because he's an idiot.
Because why the fuck would it be? Because look at her and he's Rob fucking Schneider.
Yeah, happens all the time.
So yeah, he's handcuffed and she starts questioning him when, luckily, Ray turns up instantly. There's been an explosion, he's nearly been killed, but he's there.
Sells some fucking jeans, isn't he?
And Ray says that she saw Eddie before we did. She's a bigger knockoff than us.
Clever.
We get a fight between Karen and Ray.
Good.
And that's when she says, I was never into threesomes.
Aha! Got it. That's your key word.
They managed to capture her eventually. I think Tommy manages to get himself free as well. She says Tommy to look in her pants. And she says, go on, you were pretty eager 5 minutes ago, you little shit. And she does actually call him a little shit.
She says, look into my pants. And then she says, oh, in the back.
It's like, ooh, kinky.
And sure enough, there's a little poo in there. She's released. In the heat of the fight, she's released a little poo into the back of her pants. And she's got Schneider to get it out of there for her.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
And he's fingering through the shit, isn't he? Like Adam did in the shit tent back at Download Festival.
Yeah, separating it all out.
Yeah, and in the shit, there's a little scroll that he unravels, and it simply says, "You are a cunt."
As there was in the tent. It was an elaborate prank, but we got him.
Yes. That serves you right to go fingering our shit, Adam.
That's what you get.
No one fingers Ken's shit except Ken.
Exactly.
Well, they tricked you again because Ken actually didn't have a shit.
Not that time, but I could have taken some with me.
Oh, of course, yes.
Oh, never rule out Ken. Oh no.
I wondered why those people were looking at the guys that like check your bags as you go in. I wonder why they looked at you weirdly. You had a vial of shit.
Yeah, just as in my little lunchbox full of individually wrapped shits.
He had it in a locket round his neck.
Go prepared.
But yes, he does she says, look in my pants. And he's going to go down the front, isn't he, old fucking Tommy? She says, no, at the back. And in the back pocket, she's got a badge. CIA as well. So she's CIA.
So this is like the second CIA operative that's been assigned to some jeans.
Yes.
They've got a fucking HQ in a massively spiritual area of Hong Kong. They're all for some jeans.
Yes, exactly. Because don't you see, Ken? You've got Tommy who's been assigned to it. You with me, yeah?
Yeah.
Tommy's been assigned to it. Harry is his handler. But Karen, They suspect in this lucrative gene industry, there's a mole in the CIA. So they've sent Karen in to weed the mole out.
Get it now. Of course, that'll be why they haven't caught anybody, but have managed to sell an incredible amount of genes.
There's a mole in Tommy's division, and she's there to find out who it is. So the three of them are going to team up. And it looks like we've got a threesome after all, Ken.
Hooray!
Karen tells Marcus to change as he looks like a dickhead.
And he does. And he says, okay, I will. So everyone can see me in my little skimpies.
Yeah. While he's changing, the Russians kidnap Karen and Tommy instantly. And Ray finds a bomb detector in Karen's things. And that's when we realise that the jeans he's just put on, the rivets, are they rivets? What the fuck are they? I'm looking at mine here. Don't know. They're bombs. We've got fucking bomb jeans.
Oh, jeez. No! That's worst case scenario.
Studs? That's that. That's what they are, aren't they? Jean studs.
Yes, riveting.
So we watch him hastily take them off. Not quite as cool looking, is he, when he's doing that? Panicking, taking his jeans off. Checks the computer for the shipping manifest, which tells him that the pier that the shipment was going to be on later is blah, whatever the fuck it is. So he's like, right, I'm going to go down there then. Come on, guys, let's go. Oh, wait, no, they've been kidnapped. While he's doing this, though, the Russians are setting up a bomb to go off when Marcus goes through his front door. Surely they would have had to have opened the door for them to have set that bomb, though, in the first place.
We don't know, Tom. We don't know. We've got bombs in jeans. I don't think this one needs looking at any more closely than those.
Just looks over and there's like three Russians very slowly trying to attach a bomb to his door.
Yeah, just their hand on the inside while they're outside. Like a bucket of water on the top of it trick.
Yeah. And he goes through it and you think, well, that's it, he's dead. But oh no, there's no explosion. All the Russians are killed, it looks like. And Inspector Hahn is just standing there with his arms crossed. He's defused the bomb and saved the fucking day.
Well, that's good. We didn't even know there was a bomb and he's been in and fucking defused it. That was good of him.
And Ray says, well, I know what cargo ship they're all on. Let's fucking go. Karen, on the poop deck, asks to die alone because Tommy tries to... something about mind fucking the Russians. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. But I do like how Ken and all the rest of the Russians are all dressed in like Macs and fedoras, just so you know that they're evil.
Yeah, and so we can easily be replaced by stuntmen.
Oh, yes, of course. That explains why you're only 5'4" in some of the scenes.
It also, in fairness, in the outfit, we do look exactly like that graphic earlier on that cheered on that little like picture that they'd made.
Oh, yes.
Because the bad guy was dressed exactly like this.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're consistent. At least we're following the rules.
There's a little box full of nanobomb studs for jeans just on the side there. And one of the Russians has acid, and he's about to pour it down Karen's throat, but is killed by CIA agents who storm the boat. And it's Harry. He's here to save the day. Paul Sorvino.
Harry Johansson?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, he's got a bib round his neck saying, I love some meatloaf.
He's been down at Marty's all-night meatloaf store. Get himself some real Italian meatloaf.
No, Ken, you gotta go down to Gio's. That's the place that does the authentic meatloaf.
Mamma mia, I've been down to Marty's again.
We can't go to Gio's. Steven Seagal wrecked the place.
It's closed for refurbishment for a couple of months.
But yeah, Paul Sorvino turns up looking like he couldn't give less of a fuck about being in this film if he tried.
It's good of him to keep turning up, to be honest.
The way he turns up, he just looks not arsed whatsoever. But Tommy's relieved to see him.
He's probably read it up to that first bit.
Yeah.
He stopped reading it after that first bit where he exploded. I thought, oh, thank fuck for that.
Yeah.
And then it turns out he had to be in it again. He was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm in a fucking CGI Buddha, so I don't even have to travel to Hong Kong. I can just do it from my house, pretty much. But Tommy's relieved to see him anyway. Harry passes a cigar, though, instead of Tommy, to old Kenneth, the Russian Kenneth. And that's when Harry reveals that he's the double agent. Oh, yeah, that's true. With the black lung or whatever you've got.
Yes. Last thing I knew was fucking the plague.
Yeah, he's the double agent. And what he's going to do, Ken, is he's going to ransom companies $100 million a month in exchange. How overly simplistic of you, Harry.
Every fucking month. That'd be enough for just fucking for life. You don't need that much every fucking month, Harry. What are you going to spend all that shit on? You fucking idiots.
You know for a fact in real life, the government, if they were given this ultimatum of we're going to blow up some cunts in jeans or you give me 100 million a month, they're like, yeah, just fucking do it.
Some fucking jeans. Gonna explode some jeans. They'll be like, you fucking idiots. Go on then. There's no way that first month's getting paid, is there?
No.
They'd be like, go on, fucking do it then. You fucking maniacs.
You know what we could do is we could make bombs for jeans. I don't know, $100 million a month maybe we could ask for.
I think people would pay it because you know how everyone's got jeans.
Everyone's wearing V6 jeans. What about Levi? Should we do? No, V6. That's the fucking jeans you want.
V6. They're the ones from Hong Kong.
But yes, that's his plan. The 100 million a month for not detonating the bombs. And if they don't pay, we send a detonation signal. And goodbye, Yellow Brick Road, says Harry. Elton John reference.
Very good.
Did I ever tell you about the time I went to his house?
And somebody actually says, goodbye, Yellow Brick Road, you need to update your musical CD library.
That was Tommy, that was. Of course it was.
He's not happy. Yeah. He's not happy about that, Harry.
Cries.
I did have a look, actually. It was 1973, so, he was already 25 years old, that reference, by the time this film was made.
Karen, she dropped, the acid that was going to get poured down her throat by that Russian before he was shot dead.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he dropped that just on her tits, not like tipped over. It's just sort of on her shelf there. And what she does is she manages to move it onto her lap. Meanwhile, as that's going on, Ray and her detective Han, they board a barge via a speedboat and some wire work. Don't know why they couldn't just get on the speedboat and just go straight up to the boat.
Yeah, I was going to say, why are they doing this? We're not sure, are we?
At one point, Van Damme's just scurrying along this wire. I'm like, why don't you just drive up right to the boat and just jump on?
Yeah, I've got that. I've just put question marks after everything I've written. I put JCVD's on a speedboat, somehow connecting a wire to a pulley and onto a ship with a question mark. Cop sliding down the wire also onto the ship, question mark.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what boat he's on at this point. I don't think he knows.
No.
I don't even think they've
Hopefully
left the harbour yet.
They'll end up on the same one. That's all we can say.
Yeah.
Van Damme's just driven off into the sea. He's like, hang on a minute, they haven't fucking left.
There's a weird shot of a CIA agent looking up and the camera goes all blurry like he's dizzy. And it's to signify that Ray's brought the crane arm down on the ship's bridge. But I don't really like that.
No, every effect they use is just ridiculous. There's no need for any of this.
Yeah, it is absolutely ridiculous. And Tommy and Karen, they fall as the ship lurches to the side once the crane hits it. Tommy manages to grab the acid bottle in his mouth that was on Karen's lap and launches it, just using his mouth and his neck to whip it at Harry with such force that it smashes on his arm and melts his jacket.
Of course it does.
He's got some fucking power in his neck, I tell you that much for a little lad. They have a gunfight now through all of the Russians. Han and JCVD. Unlimited ammo, every single one of them.
Good.
We occasionally head back to the Independence Day festivities, just so you remember that. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, there's all the containers are sliding around, aren't they, on the ship now?
Yeah.
Marcus Ray, he's sliding about the place, isn't he? He's sliding and a shooting.
Yeah, I quite liked that.
I did actually write
the look of the containers sliding about and people jumping out the way and stuff.
Yeah, just as they crush against each other and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. The British police chief, he's there as well at the festivities, and he gets told about the incoming ship. And he says that if it passes the line, then the choppers have the right to stop it by any means necessary. We've had this before with Under Siege, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, it's reasonable, isn't it? They actually call it the deadline as well, which is clever.
We have a fight scene now between Ken B. Wilde and Jean-Claude Van Damme.
We do indeed.
You kill one of your mates by mistake with one of your little knives.
Yeah, well, mistakes happen.
That was me, that was.
Yeah, well, collateral warranty,
The boat moves again, and we get a nice set piece again with the moving ship containers that they have to dodge whilst they're fighting. Inspector Han flies out a window. Not really sure why he does that, but there we go. Smashes through a window.
It's something to do, isn't it?
Karen all of a sudden turns into Rambo with an automatic rifle. Starts fucking peppering everybody with it on this tower that she's underneath. And fair play to Ken, because he's gone after Jean-Claude again. You're antagonising him.
I've got, that Rob Schneider goes all fucking Aikido. Gives us an Aikido takedown of some people as well. Because obviously it's clearly not him at this point. But his character is supposed to be doing fucking Aikido takedowns of people.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, Jason, fair play to Ken, as I say. He's gone after Jean-Claude Van Damme again. He's not running away from him like you'd expect. He's the one that's antagonising. And you do well for a bit, to be fair.
This is actually one of the extended scenes that was filmed. And you'll never fucking believe who's bloody choreographed this.
Paul Sorvino.
Close.
Oh, Mira Sorvino. Mira, whatever his daughter's
Even
called.
Even closer. I'm going to tell you who it is. It was none other than Sammo Hung.
Really?
He was brought in as to choreograph some, to make it more Hong Kong style. A lot of the action scenes, they were going to reshoot a lot of them. But this fight between me and Van Damme was choreographed by Sammo Hung and is actually longer than we get to see it, which is a shame, really.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
But yeah, this was, it's in the, there's only a little bit in the extra features on the DVD where it just shows bits that aren't in the film. And it's only kind of like a montage before an interview. But yeah, there's a lot more of this apparently than we get to see, which is a shame.
Yeah, I was going to say, it does look pretty good, to be fair, throughout of it. I like the use of the shipping containers as well, running through them and stuff. They do a good job with it.
Yeah, so that's still going as well, isn't it? Yeah, where they're just getting out of the way just in time. And
yeah, well, there's one where they're fighting
together,
and they run opposite directions because the container's coming at them, isn't it? And then they both dive out of the way just in time before it smashes them to pieces.
Yeah, it is. It's very good.
Yeah, but as I say, Ken does really well, and it's not even Jean-Claude Van Damme that kills Ken, because Ken gets a sort of Final Destination style death where they sort of it's the environment.
Yes, the very environment itself.
Because there's a metal rope, similar to the start of Ghost Ship. A metal rope snaps that's holding a container above them, which is the one that Karen's fighting underneath. So it's probably that sort of caused it. But the rope snaps and basically just, I think it's supposed to indicate that it's cut your head off, hasn't it, when the rope snaps?
Yes, it is a shame. I was using my my little spectacles, wasn't I? My lenses as a weapon.
Yeah, very good.
And I tell you what would have been more useful if I'd have had them on a string.
Yes, it would have.
That would have been more. It'd have been more deadly, wouldn't it?
Far more deadly.
See, there's a lot to be said for weapons on strings, but unfortunately, that would have looked ridiculous in terms of wearing them. So, I've paid for it myself. They've paid for it with my own death.
Yeah. Because it looks like you're beheaded, but when you get the wide shot of the container slamming into you, you've got your head back on and you're not moving and you're clearly a mannequin. So,
Well, yeah, they decided not to actually kill me for real. So it was all part of the camera trickery done.
yeah, I mean, I did insist on it, but they overruled me, unfortunately.
Yeah, they did show me your letter. It was very heartfelt.
Kill the cunt. Signed, Dom.
Yeah, it was also very brief.
Yeah, and the container smashes into Ken's beheaded body, but his head's still on his neck. Straight through, dead. And then, Ken, it's raining jeans. Hallelujah. Jeans raining from the sky.
It's a jean storm.
Hey, good name. Good name for a character in a pitch.
What?
Gene Storm.
All right, I'm writing it down. Jeans Nado.
Inspector Han, he's in a flaming tyre at one point. I don't know what the fuck Inspector Han's doing, to be honest. Every time you cut to him, he's flying through a window or he's on fire. I don't know what the fuck's happening. He's getting battered.
He's not even got an opponent.
No, he hasn't. He just appears in the scene just on fire.
Everyone's paired off. He's got nobody to fight, so he's just setting fire to himself and diving through windows. Keep himself occupied.
Yeah, he's beating himself up. He's like Jim Carrey in Liar Liar, or Me, Myself and Irene. Marcus, he saves him using a tiny net.
That'll do it.
Harry escapes onto another boat despite Karen giving chase to him. I don't know how you couldn't fucking catch up with Paul
There is
Sorvino.
no way. Because in the film, he's nimble and fleet of foot.
Oh,
like
yes.
fuck, isn't he?
He is, yes.
Almost like as if he was some sort of like young, fit Chinese man. But still, it can't be because we know it's Paul Sorvino.
Yeah, because when we go into the close-up shots and you see him just in the last few steps running onto the scene, it's clearly Paul Sorvino and he clearly can't fucking run at all.
It's definitely him.
But on the wide shots, he's fucking rapid.
I like when he needlessly dives as he shoots.
I like that, yeah.
Absolutely
into
no
the water.
need for a bit of diving. He's fucking loving it, isn't he?
Yeah, I love that bit.
Inexplicably, Karen is now also on the ship.
Yeah, because Karen's climbing onto the back of the ship that Paul Sorvino's jumped onto to escape. And as she gets up, there's a Russian just waiting to kill her. But Detective Han decides I'm going to jump in the water whilst shooting my gun.
Yeah, I'm going to dive instead of just steadying myself for this vital accuracy shot.
Yeah, so he does, misses the target. He just goes, fuck, and then falls in the water. And Karen's shot in the face.
Yeah, he can't swim. He fucking drowns. It's absolute shambles towards the end.
No, he does. He jumps through the air, shoots the fucking Russian guy right in the chest, kills him, saves Karen.
Hooray.
Ray against the main Russian guy now, with the highlights in his hair.
Yep, and this is actually the fight that Sammo Hung did. I've gone too early with that fun fact. This is actually the all of that I said earlier. Please apply it to this instead. So I hope you didn't stop listening. You could write a very, very angry fucking message to us.
I'm doing it right now.
I got it wrong. This is the one he did. This is the one he did.
This one wasn't as good as the Ken one.
That's because they cut the whole fucking thing out, Dom.
Oh, right.
That's the point.
Excellent. Yeah, it's quite brief, actually.
Yes. You want me to tell that story again? Or you...
He gets killed by Tommy, this guy. Imagine that. Imagine getting killed by Rob Schneider.
After you go through all of this.
Yeah, Tommy ends up dropping the fucking anchor on him.
Yeah, drops anchor right on him, doesn't he?
Yep, and that's when JCVD removes his shirt. Now's the time.
Yeah, why not?
Harry, safe on the boat, he goes to detonate the, all the little box of them that he'd left on the boat there that we've mentioned earlier. As he's about to do that, Karen, she's got like a handful of them. And she drops them in the boat that Harry's on and dives into the water. And Harry presses the detonator.
Yeah.
And his boat blows up as well as the main boat. Luckily, Tommy, Han, and Marcus escaped on a dinghy just in time.
Yeah, which we now see is just there.
And they end up like floating over to Karen, getting her out of the water. And she says, I smoked his ass like a Roman candle. The fuck does that mean?
You don't even need to know, Dom.
Yeah. They find the detonator in the water that Harry was using. They pick it up. No sign of Harry. Just
It's convenient, isn't it?
That is convenient. No sign of Harry, but the boat's blown up. And then we cut to later, and we see that Harry's somewhere in Hong Kong making, he's like a toy maker. He's making little toys with nano bombs in them. He's going to carry on this scheme.
100 million a month, Dom.
Yeah, you've got to, haven't you?
Fucking lucrative.
Yeah.
He's not going to give up just because he's been killed twice.
Yeah. And the fact that the police now, the CIA know about it, so they would not fucking let anything come through Hong Kong until everything's been searched.
No.
But no, he's there like fucking Geppetto making his toys. Tommy and Marcus, they're in a bar, drunk, having a few beers. Tommy's still got the detonator. And Tommy's talking about, oh, you know what would be a good invention? A remote control, that, like just the one. You know, you've got like 4 or 5 in your house, Ken. Well, Tommy wants to make one universal one for everything in your house.
He gives us the average. The average household owns 3.57 remote controls.
Wow.
He's thinking, what's be the point of that?
Well, it's a good money-making scheme, Ken. I'm all on board for it. And he says, oh, all you got to do is, you know, and Marcus asks about like the garage. What, you have one for the garage door? And he's like, yeah, all you got to do, you just twist this. And he ends up using the detonator as an example, presses a button, and it fucking blows Harry up, who's making the toys. Activates the bombs in the toys.
It's across the village, isn't it? Across town.
Yeah.
Just suddenly explodes. Again for the 3rd fucking time.
Looks at the camera and gives a big gulp at the camera as well when he sees it detonating.
It does, yeah.
And then they're still chatting.
Oh, dear.
As the news reports about the explosion, they're still chatting away about bollocks. And the credits roll.
Yep, and we get a theme tune song called Knockoff.
Wow.
If you hadn't heard it enough in the film, they've now got a song on the end that sings about knockoffs. And this is it, Dom. This is your moment to shine.
Excellent.
How many times was the phrase knockoff used in this film, in the dialogue?
26.
You are close. It is exactly 20.
Oof.
So 20 times they have said knockoff or knockoffs. That is not including the song.
No, I included the song, you see.
Would you like to... How?
Damn it.
So what, you're saying 6? You're saying 6 times in the song?
6 times, Ken.
They said knockoff 6 times. Is that what you're going for? You're saying that they only said it 6 times in the song?
Yes, but I turned it off after they said it the 6th time.
Then you were only halfway through the song, Dom, because they hit us with an absolutely beautiful 12. So yes, the end song has it 12 times. The dialogue has it 20 times. The film is called Knockoff. We fucking get it.
So what do you think then, Ken?
Mixed emotions, Dom. Mixed emotions. There's some good fights. There's some good bits. But most of those are better in just other Hong Kong films anyway. And there's some really stupid fucking bits and comedy moments. But a lot of them, comedy is also prevalent in Hong Kong action films. Yeah. So it's a basic Hong Kong action film, but with people you recognise. And people that you also think, what the fuck are they doing in this? Why are they in this film? Yes, Sorvino, we mean you.
Yeah, I mean, it's hyper stylized and everything like frenetic, and everyone's got it acting up to 11 for the first 20 or so minutes, and then it kind of simmers down into an action film again. But that first opening, like, sort of once you get past the rickshaw race, you're all right then. But that first opening few minutes, it's just like, this is fucking like almost impossible to watch because of the cuts and how everyone's acting.
Yeah, there's absolutely no reason for that race at all.
JCVD was insane for the first half of the film. I hated Rob Schneider in it.
It settled into a few good fights, though, didn't he, Van Damme? Once he actually
Yeah.
got to do what he's supposed to be doing, it sort of it picked up a little bit. Yeah, Schneider, no, useless. No, thank you. But yeah, I liked the action. There was some good action fights in there, but it was just too much stupidity, really.
Yeah, I thought the female police officer would have been in it more as well when she gets like a name and the can of soup at her head and stuff. I thought maybe she'll be in it as like Rob Schneider's little fucking romance option because he threw the soup at her and stuff.
She's got bloody concussion, Dom. That's heavy, you know, can of soup.
Yeah.
You don't have time off work for that. You don't go straight back to work out in the field.
Oh,
No.
I thought lots of unnecessary shit in it about the independence of Hong Kong and rickshaw racing. You could probably narrow this down to about 60 minutes, this film, really.
Yeah, which is probably why they added it all, just so they didn't.
Yeah.
So they could still get it out as a feature film. Yeah, I don't know whether this was... It must have been at the cinema. They must have got a theatrical release. Although, to be fair, I don't even know if it would have done.
Yes, it did get a national theatrical release. Grossed over $44 million worldwide.
That's almost half a month's worth of blackmail from Harry Johansson.
Budget of $35 million, so made a small profit, but realistically no profit. Because they wouldn't count that as massive profit.
35 million. What the fuck did they spend that on? Actual jeans.
Yeah. Paul Sorvino, probably.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
The fuck was he doing in this? Him and, Sammo Hung, second unit director as well, so he would have directed a bit of this.
Yeah, it is a shame that they cut that fight. I say, there is that bit in the special features, but we don't get an awful lot of it. We don't get the whole thing, which is a shame. I don't know if that exists anywhere where you've actually got the full fight that they had. But yeah, I have to say it's like just shown a little bit that's not in the film before an interview. So I would like to see it though.
Do you know who was credited for writing all the music for this?
Who?
Ron and Russell Mael of the American new wave band Sparks.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're friends with the director.
Well, of course they are. Why not?
Why wouldn't they be?
So there you go. It's unusual, this film. It's a bit of a mix of lots of other ideas, and the fact that it's just about bombs in jeans is absolutely outrageous in terms of what the fuck is this plot. But you know, it has a go, doesn't it?
Is it going in the bad movie cult, Ken, or what?
I'm afraid it's going to have to, Dom. From me, 100%. What about you?
I think so. So there you have it. Knock off in your exploding jeans. You're going into the bad movie cult. I'm assuming Van Damme's already been in multiple times, hasn't he?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so welcome back, Jean-Claude. Getting up there in appearances as well. Not quite as many as Big Steve, who we had on for Glimmerman recently.
Of course not. No.
Got anything more to say, Ken, or are we done?
I think we're done. But other than, we do not condone piracy and counterfeiting. Just that we'd say that in case you turn out to be fucking CIA, Dom, and you've been undercover doing this podcast with me for 5 years just to get some fucking info out of me.
So yes, knockoff Jean-Claude Van Damme. This is our first release of May, but not our first release in terms of the podcast itself, because we released Batman and Robin at the start of this month to our Patreon members. So if you fancy listening to Batman 89 right the way through to Batman and Robin, we cover them all. We do a film pitch at the end of each one.
We create our own Batman universe. What would it be like if Christopher Nolan hadn't got hold of it, but instead me and Dom did? I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by what we've done with everything we had at our disposal.
Yeah, unlimited. The only limits were our own imagination.
As childish and puerile as they are.
So yes, that's all over on Patreon, as is mini reviews of films that we've watched recently, where we try and convince each other to watch the films. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but they're all on there as well. This isn't the only episode coming out, though, for the normal podcast. We've got one more to end the month of May. And what's that going to be, Ken?
Yeah, we've accidentally done another martial arts mayhem, because at the end of the month, we have got as voted for on Patreon, we have got another Hong Kong director. This is Corey Ewan, and he's directing No Retreat, No Surrender 2, Raging Thunder.
Yep, so if you enjoyed our coverage of the first No Retreat, No Surrender, ignore that. It's nothing to do with that. It's another Vietnam film.
Of course it is.
Starring Lauren Avedon and Cynthia Rothrock. And by the time you listen to that one, we would have been and met them, wouldn't we, Ken?
Yes, and got photographic evidence thereof. Looking forward to that. Hopefully.
I've bailed Ken out of jail.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully I'll be released from custody in time to tell you all about what happened during that almost certain romantic meeting between myself and Cynthia.
Lauren Avedon. Oh.
You can have him.
I've been there.
Great days.
So yes, something to look forward to end the month. But until then, have a good one, guys. Thank you for joining us. If you're thinking of joining the Patreon and you do join us, thank you very much. But if you're just sticking around on this one with us as well, still, it's much appreciated. And thank you for your listens, as always.
Yes, please do like what we do. Please do subscribe to what we do. Share what we do. Let other people know what we do. But above all, just keep on listening.
Me and Ken are off to buy some knockoff jeans and parade about the place. So we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
So close to real, the look, the feel, so close, and yet the pain's still wet.
A fat wang.